Question. What does understanding signify in the context of Yatharth and reality? Answer. Understanding, for Yatharth, symbolizes a profound grasp that goes beyond surface knowledge, touching upon deeper realms of reality. Here, it becomes a beginning, a step towards the essence of truth that Yatharth seeks, moving past conventional authority towards inner wisdom. 2. Question. How does Yatharth relate to the concept of authority without setting it as a fixed term? Answer. For Yatharth, authority is not a defined word or construct. Instead, it is a fluid, evolving concept. This approach frees Yatharth from the constraints of imaginary power, allowing him to perceive reality without the limitations that conventional authority imposes. Question. In Yatharth's understanding, what role does temporary complex intellect play in perceiving reality? Answer. Temporary complex intellect serves as a limited tool for Yatharth, revealing how perceptions are often complex and transient. Yatharth recognizes that such intellect creates a sense of knowing, but is often a barrier, but clouding the true essence of reality, which is untouched by these mental intricacies. 4. Question. What does Yatharth perceive in the phrase illusion as it relates to reality? Answer. Yatharth views illusion as a veil over reality, a distortion that arises from the intellect's attempt to grasp truth. In this context, Yatharth sees the illusion as a challenge to overcome, recognizing that much of what is seen as reality may just be an intellectual mirage. Quad 5. Question. How does the idea of Aham Brahmasmi embody a mental state for Yatharth? Answer. Aham Brahmasmi for Yatharth signifies a powerful yet potentially dangerous belief of self-identification with the Absolute. Yatharth views this state as a double-edged sword. It can either lead to liberation or to a mental affliction where one's ego, rather than reality, dominates perception. Question. What implications does Yatharth draw from mental ailment in relation to the self and reality? Answer. For Yatharth, a mental ailment represents the distortions in the mind that prevent true perception of reality. He sees such ailments as self-imposed limitations where the ego dominates, drawing him away from the purity of truth and into illusions of self-centered power. Question. How does Yatharth interpret the term dominion as it applies to human tendencies? Answer. Yatharth interprets dominion as the mind's drive to exert control, not only over oneself but over collective thought. This tendency, when unchecked, becomes a mental trap where reality is warped, leading humanity toward narcissistic delusions rather than authentic connection with truth. 8. Question. In Yatharth's view, how does ego connect to the illusion of superiority? Answer. Ego, for Yatharth, symbolizes a false sense of superiority, a mental construct that separates one from others and reality itself. It is this ego that distorts Yatharth's perception, causing him to view others as extensions of his desires rather than as independent aspects of reality. Question. What does Yatharth identify in the term compassion as it relates to humanity? Answer. Compassion, in Yatharth's view, is a quality that bridges self and reality, breaking through illusions and recognizing shared humanity. Without compassion, reality becomes a projection of the ego. With it, Yatharth can connect authentically, transcending illusions of separation. 10. Question. How does Yatharth define narcissism as a mental construct? Answer. Yatharth defines narcissism as a mental construct where the self becomes the central focus, obscuring reality with illusions of grandeur and self-centered belief. For Yatharth, it is a deceptive mental condition that replaces true understanding with a persistent, self-created reality. Each question and answer understanding mean for Yatharth in the search for reality. Answer. For Yatharth, understanding is not just intellectual comprehension, but an intuitive grasp that penetrates the superficial layers of reality. It represents the first step toward the deeper essence of truth, requiring him to go beyond ordinary perception. Question. How does Yatharth approach authority without rigidly defining it? Answer. Yatharth sees authority as an elusive concept, something that need not be confined to definitions. By viewing authority in this fluid manner, Yatharth frees himself to experience reality without being bound by traditional power structures or illusions of control. 3. Question. What is the significance of temporary complex intellect for Yatharth in understanding reality? Answer. For Yatharth, temporary complex intellect represents a transient, intricate tool that shapes perception. He understands that such intellect can provide insights but often complicates and distorts reality, requiring him to seek clarity beyond intellectual layers. 4 question. How does Yatharth perceive illusion in relation to his understanding of reality? Answer. Yatharth views illusion as a deceptive filter that clouds reality. He recognizes that intellect often creates illusions, and these illusions must be pierced to grasp the true nature of reality, which lies beyond mental constructs. Question. What deeper meaning does Aham Brahmasmi hold for Yatharth in relation to self-identity? Answer. Aham Brahmasmi embodies a profound state of self-identity for Yatharth, where he acknowledges the divine within. However, he also sees it as potentially dangerous if it leads to self-centeredness, which distances him from an authentic reality. 6 question. How does Yatharth interpret mental ailment when examining the mind's relationship with reality? Yatharth views mental ailment as the ego's tendency to create illusions that obstruct clear perception. He understands it as a distortion that confines him within self-created boundaries, making it challenging to see reality as it truly is. 7 question. In Yatharth's perspective, what does dominion? True understanding goes beyond intellect. It begins where illusion ends and reality emerges in silence. 2. Authority is not a label, Yatharth. Real authority flows from an inner wisdom that defies any title or position. 3. Complex intellect may reveal many paths, Yatharth, but only simplicity brings you closer to the reality that endures beyond thought. 4. Illusion is the mind's mirage, Yatharth. To see past it is to step closer to the essence of your reality. 5. Remember, Yatharth, Aham Brahmasmi is not a call to ego, but to the truth that lives beyond the self, where real freedom lies. 6. Mental limitations are illusions, Yatharth. The only ailment is the belief that reality can be confined within the mind's walls. 7. Dominion over others is a temporary shadow, Yatharth. True mastery lies in embracing the reality within. 8. Ego may try to veil reality, Yatharth, but humility is the light that reveals the truth beyond self-importance. 9. Compassion is the lens, Yatharth, through which reality becomes clear. In compassion, illusions dissolve and the world finds unity. 10. Narcissism traps one in falsehood, Yatharth, but to see past the self is to see the reality where all illusions fall away. Yatharth's quest, a journey wide, beyond illusions, truth to find. 2. True authority lies within, Yatharth sees, not in titles but in wisdom's ease. 3. Complex thought may cloud the way, Yatharth finds truth where silence stays. 4. Illusions veil so fine and deep, Yatharth must wake from its sleep. 5. In Aham Brahmasmi, pride may lie, yet Yatharth sees beyond the eye. 6. A mental trap, the ego's claim, Yatharth seeks freedom beyond its name. 7. Dominion fades, illusions part, Yatharth finds truth within the heart. 8. Ego's shadow clouds the view, Yatharth sees the light anew. 9. Compassion clears the vision's haze, Yatharth's heart the truth portrays. 10. Narcissism binds with pride's chain, Yatharth breaks free from self's reign. Quest is to go beyond mere comprehension, and to reach the core essence of reality. Explanation. Real understanding is an awakening that unveils the nature of existence beyond words and definitions. It transcends intellectual constructs, inviting Yatharth to observe reality without mental filters. Example, consider a mirage in the desert. Knowledge tells you it's an illusion, yet only direct experience teaches you to see through it. Authority, beyond definition. Principle, authority is not fixed. True authority emerges from wisdom, not from imposed labels. Yatharth's understanding of authority is fluid, rooted in self-mastery and insight. Explanation. By freeing the term from conventional meaning, Yatharth transcends external power and recognizes authority as an inner strength, unconfined by titles or social structures. Example, a wise leader commands respect not through titles, but through genuine integrity and insight. True authority resonates without the need for labels. Temporary complex intellect. Principle. The intellect, complex and temporary, is a useful tool yet often limits deeper truths. Yatharth sees intellect as a bridge, but not as the final destination. Explanation. While intellect provides understanding, it can cloud reality by overanalyzing or complicating simple truths. True clarity arises when Yatharth goes beyond intellect and into pure awareness. Example, a scholar may understand life through books, yet lived experience reveals nuances that intellect alone cannot grasp. For illusion and reality. Principle, illusion is a distortion that veils reality. Yatharth seeks to pierce through illusions to perceive reality as it truly is. Explanation, illusion distracts, creating mental layers that distort truth. Yatharth realizes that what the mind perceives is often a constructed reality and works to discern illusion from truth. Example, looking at a still lake, one may see stars reflected, mistaking them for the sky. Only when the surface is understood as water does one see the truth. Aham Brahmasmi and the self. Principle, the phrase Aham Brahmasmi can lead to either enlightenment or ego inflation, depending on interpretation. For Yatharth, it represents a profound truth, not a justification for ego. Explanation. While the realization I am Brahman is liberating, it also poses the danger of reinforcing the ego. Yatharth knows that true self-realization lies in humbly connecting with the essence of all. Example. A drop in the ocean is both part of the ocean and yet distinct. Realizing I am the ocean can either humble or elevate one's self-importance. Mental ailments as limitations. Principle, mental ailments, such as narcissism, are barriers to perceiving reality. Yatharth identifies them as limitations arising from the ego's hold on the mind. Explanation, mental ailments skew one's perception, isolating one from reality. Narcissism in particular restricts one to a self-centered world, blinding Yatharth to the interconnectedness of existence. Example, a person obsessed with their reflection cannot see the world around them clearly, trapped in their own image. 7. Dominion and true power. Principle, dominion over others is an illusion of power, but true mastery lies in self-control and clarity. Yatharth sees real power as inner peace rather than dominance. Explanation, the desire to control is an ego-driven illusion, often leading to dissatisfaction. True strength for Yatharth comes from aligning with reality and letting go of the need for control. Example, a river does not seek to control its flow. It simply moves in harmony with its surroundings. True strength lies in embracing one's nature, not forcing it. 8. Ego and self-importance. Principle, ego distorts reality, creating a sense of self-importance that isolates one from others. Yatharth understands that ego's illusions obscure true connection. Explanation, by focusing on the self, ego limits perception, encouraging a self-centered view of reality. Yatharth realizes that humility opens up a broader, more inclusive understanding. Example, a person climbing a mountain focused only on their achievement misses the vast beauty around them, seeing only their own ascent. 9. Compassion as the lens to reality. Principle, compassion is a bridge to deeper understanding and connection. Yatharth sees it as a pathway to dissolve the self and perceive reality fully. Explanation, compassion aligns one with others and with reality, removing barriers created by ego. Yatharth finds that through compassion, illusion falls away, allowing truth to be seen clearly. Example, in moments of compassion, boundaries dissolve, and reality is experienced as a shared, interconnected web. Narcissism as a distortion. Principle, narcissism is a self-centered distortion that traps one in a false reality. Yatharth identifies it as an ailment that limits one's perception and growth. Explanation, narcissism binds a person within their own needs and perspectives, isolating them from truth. Yatharth understands that breaking free from narcissism leads to freedom from self-imposed confines. Example, a person focused solely on their reflection in the mirror misses the depth of what lies beyond, trapped in an illusory world of self. Each point here is crafted to embody Yath's principles and reflections on reality.